Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of the Aeneid by Virgil, Book 4. Dido falls in deep love with Aeneas, and of course, Cupid has an important part to play in this. And that also, after hearing Aeneas' sorrowful tale, Dido's love for him increases. But the problem is, she had promised herself that she will not marry anyone else after her husband Sychaeus' death. So she is in a dilemma between her love for Dido and her promise which she made for herself. At this time, her sister Anna comes and talks to her, and she says that if Dido marries Aeneas, it will only strengthen the city Carthage because the Trojan warriors follow Aeneas and he will be a strong support to her city. And this makes Dido to fall in deep love with him because it is not only for herself but also for her city. At the same time, we find Juno, who knows that Dido has a lot of love for Aeneas, feels that Dido's love can stop Aeneas from going to Italy. So, as though it is pretending, it goes to Venus and says that if Dido and Aeneas are left alone together, then this will stop the fight between the Trojans and Tyrians, and thus Juno and Venus will end the fight which they have between themselves. Venus knows very well that Juno is only trying to keep the Trojans from not coming to Italy, but anyway she listens to what Juno says. And accordingly, one day when Dido and Aeneas along with their court, when they go for hunting, Juno brings a storm, and the storm is so very wild that they all get scattered, and as they planned, Aeneas and Dido are left alone in a cave by themselves. They fall in love and they make love in the cave, and even after returning to the city Carthage, they openly live as lovers. And Dido feels that it is not correct to be as lovers alone, and so they have to get married through a ceremony. At the same time, a lot of rumors spread that Dido and Aeneas have surrendered themselves completely to their love and are neglecting their responsibility as rulers. Jupiter comes to know about Dido and Aeneas, and so he sends Mercury to Carthage and reminds Aeneas that his destiny lies not here but somewhere else. Therefore, he has to leave Italy immediately. When Aeneas hears this message from Mercury, he is shocked, but he knows very well that he has to obey Jupiter. But he does not know how to tell to Dido because he knows that she will definitely get shattered. But because it is his duty, he starts preparing his fleet in a secret manner. But somehow Dido comes to know about him preparing to leave, so she comes and she asks him. And when she asks, he cannot lie to her, so he accepts that he is leaving Carthage. This makes Dido very angry, and she insults him and accuses him of stealing her honor. Aeneas feels sorry for Dido, but at the same time he knows that he has to follow the will of the gods. And so what happens is, he has no other choice. He starts preparing with his men to leave. So Dido goes to her sister Anna and asks her to stop him from going to Italy. Anna comes and talks with him, but he is firm that he has to leave because it is God's order. And here what happens is, Dido is not able to forget Aeneas, so she is caught between her love and anger for him. Then she calms her mind and she asks Anna to build a great fire in the courtyard. And she tells her to throw everything what belongs to Aeneas and what all he used in that, that is his clothes and weapons, and even the bed in which they slept on. And Anna feels that she wants to get rid of his thoughts, so she's doing it. But in fact, Dido considers herself also as one of the material which Aeneas had used, so she was planning to throw herself also into the fire and end her life. And when night comes, Dido is sleepless because she is filled with grief, and Aeneas is deep sleep, and in his sleep Mercury visits him and tells him that he has already delayed his travel, and so he must leave the city immediately. Immediately Aeneas gets up and calls his men, and they set a sail. And Dido sees the fleet leaving, and she really falls into final despair, and she decides that she should not live any longer. So she runs to the courtyard and she climbs upon the pyre which they had built, and the fire is burning, and she takes a sword which Aeneas had left, and she runs herself on the blade, and she curses Aeneas before she dies. Anna hears the sound, and along with the servant she runs and comes, but she is only able to see the dying queen. And Juno really feels sorry for Dido, and she ends her suffering by ending her life. And this is the story of Dido and Aeneas, and how Aeneas has to go according to God's will to do his duty, and how Dido dies, kills herself out of love. She is not able to bear the pain of getting separated from her lover. This is a beautiful story, and this is a summary of book 4. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.